Hello and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your most amazing host Rebecca Felgate, and today we're talking about the top 10 craziest things found after a tsunami. Before we get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that we have new merch for sale at mostamazingshop.com, and we have a new Instagram, mostamazingofficial. Now on the Instagram you can see pictures of us wearing some of the aforementioned merch. Hurrah, hurrah. Also guys, please do take this time to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave us a comment. It just makes us feel happy, very happy. So tsunamis are seismic sea waves, usually created by an earthquake or some kind of underwater explosion. Tsunamis can be devastating and can sweep through inland areas, drawing things into the sea and then displacing them. So here are 10 crazy things that have been found following a tsunami. Coming in at number 10, we have a whole dock. Following the 2011 Japanese tsunami, a 66-foot long concrete dock from Misawa drifted all of the way across the ocean to Oregon. The dock traveled over 4,600 miles across the ocean, washing up in the United States just over a year later. Now it was also carrying 5,000 pounds of sea life with it. John Chapman, a biologist at Oregon State University, said, "That dock looked to me like a chunk of Japan had floated across the sea and landed on the Oregon shore." Coming in at number 9, we have this creepy fanged creature. So this unidentified fanged creature washed up on a beach in Houston, Texas following Hurricane Harvey. Okay, it wasn't a tsunami, but the effects of the high winds and rain were similar, chopping the oceans up and throwing creatures to the shore that otherwise would have been happily swimming along in the deep. Preeti Desai took a picture of the mystery creature and posted it on Twitter asking what the heck it was. The tweet went viral and the internet answered. It was a fang-toothed snake eel. Hands up if you can live without fang-toothed snake eels. Ooh. Another mysterious creature from the deep up next at number 8. Footage of a strange big white creature emerged on the internet after being shot on what we can only assume is a camera phone. The creature looks kind of whale-like, although it had people on social media totally stumped. I don't know, like what is that? Coming in at number 7, we have a slipper covered in barnacles. I can't even consider something as flimsy as a slipper surviving over a year at sea, but it did. Sadly, the slipper was swept away during the 2011 tsunami, and the pink female shoe could actually have come from a victim of the tragedy, we don't know. The solo shoe travelled all of the way to Cannon Beach, Oregon, where it was then taken to an aquarium. The slipper is now on display with other fish brought over to the shore from the tsunami. Coming in at number 6, we have a mermaid. Wait, what? So this was actually a tasteless viral hoax following the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, but I thought we'd mention it because it was big news at the time. So this picture was part of an email hoax, and it shows what people were saying was a real-life mermaid that had washed up from Chennai, India following the Boxing Day tsunami. Coming in at number 5, we have a football. So a football washing up on a beach might not seem that crazy a feat, but when you think about the journey this ball had to go on to end up getting washed up in Alaska, it's pretty insane. This ball belonged to 16-year-old Miss Sky Murakami, whose home in Rusin, Jakarta was swept away in the 2011 tsunami. When David and Yummy Baxter found the ball on Middleton Island, they translated the message, which had been a good luck gift to the teenager. As a result, they were able to trace the boy and reunite him with the ball. What a story. Okay, not great at number 4, we have toxic waste. Yeesh, this is really not what you want washing up after a tsunami, like a whole load of nuclear waste. Following the Boxing Day tsunami of 2004, it seems like chemical waste was dumped along the Somalian coastline. The UN even confirmed that some Somalians had suffered from what they had thought was nuclear poisoning. Similarly, there are some concerns about how much nuclear waste was dumped in the ocean by the Fukushima nuclear plant that was sent into chaos following the 2011 tsunami. Coming into number 3, we have a ghost ship. How this ship managed to stay afloat and cross 5,000 miles of ocean without anyone living on board, well, I mean, who knows, it's kind of a miracle. Sadly for the boat though, the unmanned journey was to be its last. When it was spotted a year after the tsunami off the coast of Canada, the decision was made to sink the ship. As it drifted up the coast to Anchorage in the United States, the US Coast Guards pelted the vessel with machine gun fire. I think this is really sad. It survived a whole journey and then they just shoot it down. I guess what else are they gonna do with it, but still. Coming in at number 2, we have a Harley Davidson. Following the 2011 Japanese tsunami, a Harley Davidson motorbike was found washed up on Canadian Graham Island in British Columbia. Luckily for the bike, it was still in its shipping container, so it kind of survived in one piece, however it was no longer functional. Using the registration number, the bike was traced back to its owner, Aiko Yokoyama. It was then donated to the Harley Davidson Davidson Museum, and it's a really haunting memorial to the 15,000 people that lost their lives as a result of the tsunami. Okay, I picked this at number 1 because it seemed to be the most poetic. This for me is a real sign of how a natural disaster can destroy lives. Coming into number 1, we have a village sign. I mean, this is really sad, isn't it? This is how savage a tsunami can be. It can totally destroy a village, then send the village sign across the ocean, washing up on a beach thousands of miles away. A sign from Shiminakoshi village housing was swept out to sea and found 3,728 miles away on Oahu Island in Hawaii. Now this took 2.5 years to cross the ocean after the tsunami. The sign did have a happy ending. It was flown back home in 2014, where it's now on display as a reminder and a memorial to the tragic events. So guys, that was the top 10 craziest things found after a tsunami. Which of these did you find the craziest? Have any of you guys watching been affected by a tsunami? Let me know in the comments section down below. For now guys, don't forget to leave a good thumbs up, share this video with a friend, and stay subscribed for more most amazing lists. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and I'll see you in the next video.